Okay, so here's a recap on what's going on. We have a very defective unit from Cherokee Alpha Wolf, which is made by Forest River, and it's a brand new 2021 unit, meaning that we purchased it in April of 2021, and it was a 2021 model. We purchased extra warranties because we were afraid that with Forest River's given 1-year warranty that we would run into problems. And sure enough, it's as if I had a crystal ball, which is rather unfortunate. So when we were traveling, from the point of go, we kept on calling to get service and we couldn't get in, and then we couldn't get calls back, and in 3 states I couldn't just get help. Now that we are in talks with Forest River, with our attorney, and I have to say I am very I'm very appreciative that Forest River has gotten back to us so quickly, because we do have that that kind of like unique sense of urgency, with being that I can't breathe when the AQI goes past 50. We have Emma who has her trauma issues, and finding that this gives her stability and peace and lets her, as I call it, dirt therapy. But being that we are going places and doing these wonderful things, that means that we aren't by a service center, and our closest service center is about an hour away. The location that we purchased it from is about 2 hours away. And come to find out that the location that we bought it from has had multiple lawsuits against how they do business. And I had to call the Bureau of Automotive Repair just to get a phone call back, and just to see when I could get my unit in. The owner and they've split up the dealership, so the owner of the dealership side is one guy, and then the owner of the repair side is the other guy. The other brother or family member, whatever, and it's all very convoluted, but their goal is to just sell as many units. They have no intentions of being able to service these units. And I was basically laughed at when I was talking to the service manager, and he was just like, yeah, don't expect to get in anytime soon. And the guy the owner that I was supposed to be meeting on that Friday that I did show up with my trailer after 2 hours on the road, he wasn't even there to meet me, and he hadn't told anybody that I was supposed to be there. So my next other place where they do service the Alpha Wolf is Camping World in Vacaville. When I first started trying to get in and help with them, that was a 3-month waiting list. When I dropped off my unit, I was then told it was a 6-month waiting list. Now, with that in mind, and the experience that I have had now in California, Oregon, and Washington, when I was traveling back in September, I was being told it was a 6-month waiting list to get into those dealerships that warranty work Alpha Wolf. Okay, so we've got September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months. So let's see, because, well, a lot can change in 7 months. And Forest River is saying that they will replace my exact unit with a current model, which would be a 2023 model instead of a 2021 model. So that 2023 model would still be the Cherokee Alpha Wolf 30 DBHL, whatever the numbers are. Okay, so I'm going to do some due diligence here before I get on the phone, or actually before I write an email, because I like to be educated. And, you know, I think that there's a disconnect between what is happening on the manufacturer side and what is actually happening on the ground with the client experience. I don't know if they care. I mean, as a business owner, I care about what my clients are going through. But in all actuality, I know that there's a lot going on, because from a dealership point of view, it is very clear that they just want people to trade in their models. They make money that way. I was told in December, when I spoke to the service manager after my RV being at Camping World for 6 weeks, and they really had no grasp of how to fix my unit, he basically said, well, if you don't like the way that we fix it, then just trade it in for a new one. This is a brand new unit that I've had nothing but problems with. That's not a great solution. That's basically saying that these units are disposable. I don't know about you, but when you buy a vehicle, an RV, a car, anything, you hope that it lasts for more than just a couple of uses before you throw it away. Or need to exchange it, recycle it. That just really was astonishing. So that actually got me making a couple more phone calls and talking to some industry experts. And they basically said the same thing. So I have one willing to testify, and also I just have to make a phone call to another shop that I went to, and he would probably testify too, because he had a lot to say about the topic. So and specifically Forest River. So with that being said, let's go through the paces. We're now at the 9-minute mark here. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to go through the paces, and let's go to Forest River. So forestriverinc.com. I am parked out in front of my house. It's the only way I don't get interrupted. So owners. And we are going to look for, let's see what they say about quality assurance. Customer satisfaction is our number one priority. Okay, well, yeah. They missed the mark, and they continue to miss the mark with me. So customer satisfaction would be to say, you know what, we are so sorry for your experience. We are so so sorry that you have gone through the hell loop that you have gone through. And no, you don't need to be on that hell loop again. Here's your money. Go buy the right RV for your family, because we can't do it for you. And forcing me to do it again in the exact same RV that I can't get serviced, not so good. Okay, so yeah, interactive manuals. Buy local. Forest River encourages you to buy local. Preferential service. Wait, I don't know what that is. I've never had preferential service. Customer satisfaction. That's another one. I've also just not had. Warranty information. So here's warranty information. Limited towable. Retail purchase on or before June 30th, 2021. Okay, so there's that. That was written last June. Okay, so basically it's saying warrantor expressly disclaims any responsibility for damage to the unit where damage is due to condensation, normal wear and tear, or exposure to elements. Warrantor makes no warranty with regard to, but not limited to, the chassis, including without limitation, any mechanical parts or systems of the chassis, axles, tires, tubes, batteries, gauges, optional generators, routine maintenance, equipment and appliances, or audio or video equipment. Okay, so basically what they're saying here is they are not taking responsibility for components. So that is completely normal for an RV. But the fact that they are saying including without limitation any mechanical parts or systems of the chassis, that's concerning. So the recreational vehicle is designed solely for its intended purpose of recreational camping and personal use. Okay, so warrantor makes no warranty with regard to any recreational vehicle used for commercial, rental, or business purposes, or any recreational vehicle not registered and regularly used within the United States or Canada. For purposes of this limited warranty, it shall be deemed conclusive evidence of commercial, rental, or business purposes if the recreational vehicle is licensed, titled, registered, or insured in the name of any corporation, LLC, or any form of business or commercial entity. Interesting. So, not that this qualifies for me, but they're basically now using another loophole to wipe their hands of anything going wrong if you by any chance put this in the name of an LLC and you use it for, you know, whatever. Which, let's face it, if you're using it for, say, an office, like outside of your house, I'm just going with hypotheticals here, you by default have voided your warranty. Okay, some states do not allow limitations on how long an implied warranty lasts. Okay, so I wonder what state that is, because it's definitely not California. Um, okay, and it's basically saying, so here's the disclaimer of consequential or incidental damages. Okay, that's not transferable. Okay, so mind you, this was written after we purchased ours. So this is definitely a post-COVID knee-jerk, we're not covering anything. Okay, so now that we've gotten that underway and we've set a tone, which is kind of a surprise to me because I had not seen this. So, wow, just like, wow. Let's start there. So, let's see here. So, products, owners, quality assurance, warranty, component manual, brand ambassador, influencer request form. That's so funny. Like, apparently, yeah, they did. That's new. That's new. That's really funny. You know, here's the thing. I am all about education. I'm all about trying to grow. Let's just grow as a person, as a business owner. I think all businesses need to grow, or else they get stagnant and they fail. And I would like to see this company that employs thousands of people in the US grow. I would like to see them be better and do better and represent their name the way that they have it written. And it's just heartbreaking being on this side of it and just like being on the infinity loop. Okay, so they're saying buy local. Okay, so our dealers are independently owned and operated businesses. And they're even saying that, like, the first uses result in some needed adjustments and tweaks, often referred to as shakedown. These minor adjustments are more easily addressed by your local and selling dealer. Okay, so Forest River is telling me to go to Indiana and pick up a brand new Alpha Wolf. Okay. They're saying so right here. Right here. That this is much more easily addressed by my local and selling dealer. I've already concluded that my local and selling dealer won't even give me the time of day. Okay, so now that we've let's figure out what the new, because we're in 2022, let's figure out our products. Okay, here we are. Our products. Recreational vehicles. Coachman, Dynamax, Forest River Park models, Palomino, Prime Time, Shasta, East West, Okay, so filter by, let's go to Forest River, Alpha Wolf by Cherokee. Last year, Alpha Wolf was buried at the bottom of their website. Nobody hardly knew about Alpha Wolf. I don't have their sales statistics, but when you go to any of the parks, like, nobody, it's like an unknown. Okay, so my unit is the 30 dBHL. And yeah. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed for the 30 dBHL. So we are looking at the exterior length is 37 feet 6 inches. That's a lot of rig, and I can pull a lot of rig. That's not the issue here. I'm looking at the new everything. It looks exactly like the old one. Okay, so yeah, it's exactly the same. Okay, so dealer locator. Here, let's go. Here's the roadside assistance. I have to say they have done a lot of work to their website in the past 6 months, and like, good job. You know, their website is definitely a lot better. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so the Cherokee by Alpha Wolf, 30. Dealer locator. Okay, so 9455. Let's see. All right, so they're telling me the closest one is either in Rockland or Vacaville. They're not even making mention of where I bought it from. That's interesting. Okay, so let's call called Camping World. That is where my unit currently is residing and has been since November 1st. It's now April 1st.
We're sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your
call. That's the listed number off the website. Okay, so I might have them. So that number that they have listed on there is 707-864-2406. So folks, try it for yourselves. Okay, so let's see if I've got a different one. Camping World Vacaville. Okay, so let's try the 800 number.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Hopefully it is.
Camping with the Vacaville, how can I direct your call?
Hi there. To the service and warranty department, please.
Oh, 1 moment, thank you.
Our representatives are assisting other customers at this time. Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered in the order in which it was received.
I'm taking notes.
Camping Service Corner, how can I help you?
Hi there. I have a Cherokee Alpha Wolf, and I'm having some warranty issues. How long? When can I get my unit in? Can I make an appointment?
We're scheduling in August.
You're scheduling into August.
Yes.
Wow, that's no bueno. Okay, when in August? What would be the first day available for that?
Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Our representatives are assisting other customers at this time. Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered in the order in which it was received.
Months. I'm glad I have nothing else to do.
Alright, sorry about that hold. Their first day in August, I believe, would be the 5th. Let me double check though. It's loading right now, but if I'm remembering correct, I believe it's the 5th.
Okay, well, let's figure it out. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem.
Are they on the next file?
It's the 4th, to be exact. August 4th.
August 4th. You know what? I'm pretty desperate. And there's nothing earlier than that.
No, we are slammed all the way on to August right now.
Okay, so you're slammed all the way out through August. And like, what's the usual turnaround time for warranty work?
It kind of just depends on the concern. Usually when you bring it in, we diag it, and it could take up to a week and a half, 2 weeks for them to diag it. Depends how the shop's looking, how many techs we have. Then from there, we would send it to warranty. If any parts needed, whatever needs to be done, we send it to warranty, get approval to order parts. Usually we recommend, if it's not hindering you from using your unit, to pick up your unit while we run it through warranty and order parts, because that is our most tedious process. Insurance, the warranty could take up to 3 to 5 days minimum for us to even get it back from them, and then parts can take months, weeks. It just kind of depends where it's coming from.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I really appreciate your help. I'm going to make another couple phone calls, and I'll be getting back to you. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Our Rockland location might be scheduling sooner. That's what I've been hearing. I'm just not too sure how earlier.
And what's the other location?
It's in Rockland.
Okay, Rockland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. Sorry about that.
And what was your name?
Savannah.
Savannah. Thank you so much, Savannah. Have a great weekend.
Nope. You too. Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye. Besides the terrible articulation, which I don't know if you could even like make out. So now they're telling people once they get the diagnosis and they order parts that you come back, pick up your RV during that process, and once they get parts in, it could be anywhere between 3 to 5 days, but parts can take either months or weeks. Okay, so that doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies. All right, so then now let's go look at the other location. Okay, so the one in, so they said Rockland, but Rockland is listed from Forest River, so she has no idea. I mean, she has really no idea, and she said so herself, what it is that they're taking over there. So she doesn't even know if Camping World, and yeah, so I'm going off of directly what Forest River is saying in Dealer Locator, because again, I'm the person who does not want to void her very limited, very sparse warranty. I am doing things the way that they are setting me up for, and that is what I am sticking to. So 916-624-7600. Let's give this one a whirl.
Billy's RVs, how can I help you?
Hi there. I have a warranty issue. Can I speak to somebody over in service and warranty?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and send you over there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling Billy's RV Parts and Service. This is Alex.
Hi, Alex. I have a Cherokee Alpha Wolf, and I'm having some issues that are warranty related. When is your next available appointment for warranty?
Did you buy from us?
I did not buy it from you.
Okay, so when it comes to that, we're kind of just working on our own customers, but as far as getting you in, we can do that. But you'll probably be looking at, I'm looking at my calendar right now. We got a bunch of warranty all through to the end of May, beginning of June. Oh, no, there's a bunch in beginning of June. Yeah, so you'd be looking at like mid to late June right now.
Mid to late June. Okay. But you're not, basically you already told me that I didn't buy it from you guys, don't bring it there.
Well, no, that's not necessarily the case. Just right now we're trying to catch up on work. We've lost a lot of workers, and we're trying to catch up on our own customers' units. Since you didn't buy from us, that's just kind of how we're working it right now. After we catch up, then we'll be able to just get in regular customers and all that after that. But right now we're just looking at mid to late June for customers who haven't bought from us.
Okay. All right. Well then, all right. Well, I really appreciate your honesty. I appreciate it more than you know. So you're looking at mid to late June, if not later, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we could always, get pictures, a story of like what's wrong with it, and then get it, sent to. What did you say you had? A Forest River?
It's a Alpha Wolf, a Cherokee Alpha Wolf.
Okay, so we could submit like warranty approval through Forest River, and just get it all approved and get the parts in, and then if your appointment's in June, we should have everything by then.
Yeah, we're looking at structural issues. We're looking at electrical issues. Like water damage issues.
Okay, so quite a big warranty job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When did you buy the unit?
April 2021.
Oh, okay. So you are coming pretty close up to the end of your warranty, unless you got extended warranty.
Yeah. All right. Well, I greatly appreciate your candor, and I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this one. I will.
Where did you buy it from? Have you tried them yet?
I can't get them to return my phone call.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, best RV in Turlock.
Oh no.
Yeah. Not the best.
Not that there's anything wrong with Best RV, but we've bought a couple units from them to sell, and they always have 1,000,001 issues with them. We normally just wholesale our units that just have way too many issues. We just sell them to them because they take literally anything.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. But,
yeah.
I would say you'd get in faster there.
I can't even get
I can't
even get a call back. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on over there. So yeah, I've had to reach out to the Bureau of Automotive Repair to try to expedite the process, but we'll have to see what shakes out. But I appreciate your help. I appreciate your candor, and I might be giving you guys a call back.
Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. If you don't mind me asking, where are you located? I might be able to help you find something.
Actually, I have a quick question for you. Do you guys, do you know anything about Grand Design? And
a little bit.
A little bit? Like, what has your experience been with one of those units?
Well, we haven't gotten too many bad ones, and I mean, we haven't seen a lot here because we're not really a dealer for them, but
okay.
We have seen a couple used ones here, and I mean, like, used, like somebody lived in them for years and years and years, so...
Like crusty used?
Yeah. So, I mean, I can't say that they're bad, per se, it's just because we get the really old used ones in here. But I mean, like, what kind of I guess.
I'm just asking questions from a logistical, like, okay, what are we seeing that might have less problems? I am at a point where, like, there's just a lot happening with the one that we have. So. And
you're trying to get like another one, a new, like a better one.
Yeah. So, yeah. I just, when you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and you're just trying to figure out like what the best thing to do for your family. Mind you, like, it's not like we live out of it or anything like that, but.
Okay.
We do use it quite a bit, and I have a special needs kid, and I just need something dependable. And when I'm talking to people, I like gathering people's experiences. It's kind of that collective mind hive. And
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So for the Grand Designs, I mean, I can't really give you like a good answer. I mean, we've seen the really old ones, so in my personal opinion, just with the ones that I've seen, like I said, they're old and used.
Okay.
they stand the test of time, other than, running into the typical RV issues, like, maybe a slide motor goes bad, or I think another one I had to replace, like, some sort of ignition switch in it or something like that. So, I mean, it's just the typical RV repairs,
Okay. So, like,
there's not really like a best of all. I mean, unless you're spending like 80 grand on a Mercedes one, those Class C's, they're pretty good. But I mean, we've seen only the new ones here, so I don't know what they look like, 12 years after that.
Okay. All right. So then my other question is, with the Alpha Wolf, what kind of issues are you guys seeing on your end?
Alpha Wolves, mostly like backing plates, the electric backing plates for the drums. We have to repair or replace those quite a bit on those. Metal siding usually. I mean, we kind of just get the ones that customers have, taken around and messed up, whether it be, driving too close to a tree and a branch, messes something up, or...
Yeah, but that's not warranty.
Oh, right. I actually just remembered we do replace a lot of fridge boards on them, because the fridge stops cooling, or the freezer stops cooling.
Yeah, I've actually heard that from 3 other dealerships. Best RV was one of them, and then also the Camping World. Yeah, so both for the internal and external refrigerators, and that was one of my problems.
The fridge boards are a common issue.
Okay.
And then, electrical is kind of always a common issue. You'll always run into electrical problems, whether it was, wired wrong from the factory, or wherever you had it serviced, maybe they didn't have like a super experienced tech on it, so they maybe wired a battery disconnect wrong, or maybe they wired the batteries wrong, and if you wire the batteries wrong, that just throws everything out, because it'll fry pretty much everything in there that's connected to it.
Yeah, that's one of the issues that I've run into. So what else are you guys seeing come through for the Alpha Wolf warranty issues?
Let me ask my service manager real quick.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is turning out to be a very interesting conversation. Interesting is a non-word, but informative, enlightening. So far, yeah.
All right, so he basically just said the same thing I did, just with the fridge boards having to be replaced, pretty consistently. And, he just said there's nothing really, like, specific, like, unit specific. I mean, they kind of all generally have their own issues, depending on how they were built from the factory. They all come in differently.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I really appreciate your input, and I have some serious homework to do here. So I'm gonna let you go, but who knows? Our paths may cross again. But I'll probably be giving you guys a call if nothing else pans out.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you so much.
Well, we'll be here.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. You take care.
Yeah.
All right.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that was interesting. Okay, so electrical. That's interesting. Because that RV repair shop down that I spoke to in San Diego. What I should try to get him on the phone, but that's not helping my situation because it's not like I'm going to take they're just a straight up repair shop. So they have everything taken apart. They're looking for, since they have the shell off or they have, the interior panels off, they get to see things in a whole new light. And so their experience is way different than that of a traditional warranty department. So let's see. Let's go back and let's look for, I can find that here. Let's see here. Let's find a contact in closer to where, actually let's just call. I want to even, well, let's first, so let's start off by saying we live closer to where we purchased this thing. Let's find a zip code. Okay, so 95350. Let's look up 95350. Okay, so now Best RV Center shows up. Okay, so I have quite a bit of footage from last year when I was trying to get their help, so I can probably pull that up later, but let's try them now. And I know it's getting close to close. They typically don't want to talk to anybody, but 165200.
Mr. RV Center, how can I direct your call?
Hi there. Service and warranty, please.
Okay, hold on for me for just a moment. Let me see if there's somebody available to take the call.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much I hate that music. I've heard that so many times. And it's always that loud. We'll probably be waiting for
Thank you for your patience while on hold.
a long time.
We value your call. Someone will be with you shortly.
Thank you for calling. We're currently assisting another
This
valued
little
customer just like you.
exercise that I'm
Please
doing
stay on the
to
line
prove my
and we'll be
point.
with you shortly.
Okay, my apologies. It doesn't look like there's anybody back there to answer a call at the moment. Can I take a message and have them give you a call back?
Yeah, that'd be great. This is Ann Vasquez.
All right.
Is there
and
like a
what
better
is
time
this
to?
phone number?
It's 415-987-5518.
5518. Okay, and then what is this call regarding?
My Cherokee Alpha Wolf that I purchased last year. It
All
needs.
right, and what is the issue with it?
It's got some electrical issues. It's got some like body torque issues where the doors are opening by itself.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's just issues.
All right. As soon as I see somebody from service, I'll hand over the message and have them give you a call back.
Great, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Not a problem. You have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
So, they actually used to know my phone number because I was trying to get help so bad last year, and nobody would return my phone call. And I then started calling every day, and then I started calling multiple times a day, and yeah, no bueno. But when we started off purchasing our unit, that should have been the indicator to run. And we were sitting in the sales office, and it was just like literally, you know, yeah, this thing's great, it's great, you know, and it didn't have all the things that I needed it to have, like the second AC unit, which is really important when you're traveling with dogs. You know, your main AC unit can only bring down that that temperature, you know, anywhere between like 10 to 15 degrees. When you are in triple digit heat, you need to have that temperature come down. So being that I travel in California, in the Central Valley, and you know, even up by the foothills in the Sierras, it gets hot. And when I go down to Arizona, that's like scorching hot. So you know, when the outside temperature is in triple digits and you're inside, and even though you might be in the shade or whatever, it is still like alarmingly hot. And especially when you've got senior dogs, a senior citizen, and you know, a trauma child, so special needs kid, it definitely, you know, all the heartbeats need to be well cared for, and having that second AC unit is just like everything. Anyway, so yeah, that was just gnarly. We were sitting there, and there was a man who had purchased a unit, and he had purchased it a month prior, and he just wanted to get somebody from the service department to call him back, and he was yelling. It was just like a knockdown scream fest about he wanted his money back because he had no RV. He had purchased an RV that he didn't have, and had no idea when he was going to be getting his unit. And so, and there was stuff wrong with his unit, and that should have been our indicator to run. And then a second guy, so whole different purchase, same thing. I was like, is this like a Central Valley thing, or is this just like, I don't know. At first I thought it was a racism thing because they're Middle Easterners, and in the Central Valley it's very like not welcoming towards other ethnicities. It can be really racist in certain parts and very, just not cool. So at first I was thinking it was a racial thing, and I was excusing it in my mind as a disrespectful racial thing, and boy was I wrong. I was really, really wrong. And when I came in to pick up my unit, same thing. And like, they weren't prepared, and like, it was just a shit show. And now that we had signed our paperwork, given them our deposit check, like, it was a complete different show. Fast forward, I needed warranty issue stuff right away. Crickets. I couldn't get a call back. So, the way that place is set up, somebody from service is constantly walking by that front desk. That front desk is about 35 feet from the service door. And then there's parts. So parts is always going between from the main lobby, where they are passing by the front desk, to the service area. So there's no excuse to not have a callback or a message passed in a timely fashion. But for some reason, it all gets lost in ether. And I've been given things like fictitious email addresses to send my complaint to. I've been tossed off into just like a voicemail dump. It's just bad. It's really bad business. So there's no love lost there. Like, it is what it is. And obviously I will never say a good thing about them, because they're just cutthroat, and all they care about is selling more units. They want to be number one in selling units, and that's all that matters to them. They don't care about any warranty work. As long as they can turn that warranty work into another sale, that's really all they're inclined to do. So I am 3 service centers, one basically telling me, like, and flat out told me they're taking priority care over their customers. So I am literally without a dealership home as it is. Now, if I take the offer that is being given to me by Forest River of a brand new 2023 unit, I'm back in this position. And this is why I did this exercise and have taken close to an hour to go through all the paces of what it's like. But mind you, I don't have the I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I've already crossed this part. Like, I have an attorney. I am, months into the repair loop. I am months into the find a dealership loop. I should probably look up Oregon and Washington, where I was, and see how long their lead times are. But I live here. I'm not up there. I live here. And these are the service centers near me, and they can't fulfill my needs. So what I am being offered is not really an offer, but yet getting back onto the crazy train of having this happen again. They are using the same components. They are using the same refrigerators. They are obviously building things the same way. So nothing has changed except for the VIN number. that doesn't work. How can I just swap that out and think that's solving a problem? That's not solving a problem. That's just creating a new problem. That means that all of the issues that I have gone through on the road and not being able to get help, all of those key factors are still there. So it's a conundrum. It's really a conundrum. And I have an idea of what needs to be done. I just hope that this maybe I don't want this to be taken in the wrong way, but like I really hope that this is a catalyst for change. And I want these manufacturers to understand that these are hours that we cannot get back. This is worry that we take on, and yeah, you know, it's like anytime, like I purchased this cup, for instance, I am now responsible for the life of this cup, you know? Anytime we purchase anything, anytime we take a gamble on something, whatever, we are responsible for that. But I am saying that I have done my due diligence. I have been responsible. I have followed their instructions to a T. I have consulted, I have tried, I have done everything in my power. And this is what I keep coming up with. And I am re-educating myself on the timeline that I would now be faced with in current day, because back in November, it was 6 months out. So now we're back to 4 months out. Originally, when I called last year, it was 3 months. So, you know, we're still at 4 months, but it's just not okay when nothing's changed. So, this is a tough one. This is really a tough one. And when you have a 1-year warranty, and like my unit is not usable, period. So it's like a ticking time bomb. So I had all these issues, including an oven, a propane oven, next to an arcing fuse panel, and the oven wasn't working right. So there's that. And now they're telling people to take their units so that they're not inconvenienced. Hi, I can't have my unit because it's a ticking time bomb, but thank you. It's layman's terms for they have run out of storage space on their lots. Yeah. There's that. So that let me just decrypt that. They have run out of storage space for warranty issues. So now they're telling people to take them. Don't call them, they'll call you. Don't hold your breath. It's very frustrating. So, all right, I guess that's it for now. I've definitely, I feel like I've made a point. I'm sad. This was really a, this was a facet of my ever so complicated life that I used to really enjoy. And, my God, I worked so hard. I worked so hard to build a life that could sustain this, knowing that this was the key for my kid. And I just feel like the rug has been ripped out from under me, and I'm just getting road burn, like skidding on down the road. And it's just unfortunate because, like, I just feel stuck and trapped and not safe. And, it's traumatic when you have systematic failures. And I've definitely lost sleep over this, just wondering who would help, like when we were going to get help, what was going to happen. I have lost sleep. I have lost days of just the run around and trying to get help on the road and just trying to troubleshoot things. Not to mention, running this thing like down 2 hours, which it was essentially like $100 each way. I did the math. And, it's like you just start adding all of this stuff up and it starts just chipping away at you. And it's like, holy crap, is this even worth it anymore? And I guess the complicated answer is yes. What it has done for my kid is like no other. It's opened up a whole new world for her, and she was definitely this was kind of like her glass slipper, and this has given her a sense of self and independence and capability, and she is just so incredibly talented at even like doing getting like when we go and find our campsites and stuff like that, just she's got this whole routine down where like I might unhook us, but for the most part, like, she's got everything up and going, and like it is just a really big deal that that's something that she can control. And like she misses the life of being out on the road, and I miss it too. And it's really special because for a child that started off having reactive attachment disorder, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And now it's taken away from her. And there's also the fear factor. She knows that, like, we lost heat, we had electrical issues, we had all sorts of stuff happening that, she was having to worry about. And then that turns into another trauma experience. Like, this kid's already had enough trauma experiences. So, you can't just basically say, hey, I'm getting back with my abuser, like, everything will be fine. So, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this one out, but I don't think that the offer that was given to us was, I think it was an automatic kind of like, this is just what we do. And I want to say, hey, we need to look at things from a different perspective, and we need to fix broken process. I am not the person, and when I say I mean my family, my daughter, and we are not the guinea pigs to fix your broken process. We have endured far more than the average bear would be able to handle. And, you know, just driving down the street and having people saying, your side door's open, and having, you know, looking out the mirror and the first time seeing that door flapping and wondering, like, what the hell happened? And then having it happen time and time and time again because of the body torque. Like, that's traumatic. We could have easily, if it wasn't for my skill set, my driving set, all of the drive time experience that I have acquired throughout the years, we would have easily gotten into an accident. The amount of stress that has put on my shoulders is unrealistic. To think that I'm just gonna say, let's do it again. Because it's bad. Like, it's horrible when you have your child and your elderly mother and their companion animals in the car, and you are the responsible adult for, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, this whole shit show, and you're holding it together. In the scenario that I just presented, these 3 dealerships, I can't get help. I can't do this again. So to Forest River, this is not a solution. I'm sorry. I really wish it could be. I loved my coachman. The tree branch that ate it, to this day I still, like, I just can't do this again. Like, I cannot do this again. My coachman was a 2002. I called it the barnacle. We had, like, my husband didn't understand. Like, I went out on a big limb. I bought that on my own. Went up to Oregon from Northern California, from the Bay Area. I drove up to Eugene, Oregon alone to go pick that thing up. Proved to my husband that this was going to be the key for our daughter. That this was going to help her. That this was going to be like our safety pod. And we loved that thing. Like, it changed our life. Like, that was our second one, and that one, like, the first one was our little pop-up, and he was just like, oh, you know, and then the barnacle came, and, you know, that just changed everything. And then we get this alpha wolf, and this alpha wolf has been nothing but problems. It has been nothing but heartache, nothing but just a giant disaster. And as a mom, you're trying to make everything okay for your kid, and your kid's gone through so damn much. She's 8 years old, and she's gone through more than what she should. and then you're presented with a shit offer. That puts you right back at square one. Because, not because of anything, obviously against me directly. Like, they just have their procedures. They have their you know, their checklist of this is what they do. Okay, this is what I do. I'm a mom. I protect my family. All I need, I'm not even, I'm asking for what is fair. And I want them to hear me on just on like a family level. If I were your friend, if I were your family, would this be what you would put me through again? All I want is for what we have paid for in return, the expenses that we've incurred since dropping this thing off. So what we've paid and our expenses. That is what I'm asking for. Like, wash my hands of it. I have kept quiet. I have not said anything bad. I have not. There have been so many emotional moments that I have just kept to myself. And, you know, as somebody who's been out there and promoting people getting out there and living the life, and I have just been quiet. And it's been a hard one. Because everything, the life that we designed, like, literally blew up in my face. You know, it's like, and I'm left sorting everything out. So I just want to walk away, and I would like to see them grow. I would like to see all of those hardworking members of the Forest River family to understand that what they do is important. What they do is really important because they are building vehicles that people use and travel in, and it's their home away from home. And, you know, many cases that we've seen, it's actual people's homes. And thank God we're not one of those people, because then we'd really be screwed. But I would just like to see them do better. Like, these items, they're not disposable. Our planet cannot take any more disposability. Let's face it. I don't know too many working American families that can just consider these purchases disposable. So I'd like to see them do better, but, you know, right now I'd like to see them do me right and just let me walk away. You know, let me just literally lick my wounds and walk away. I guess that's enough. Like, I'm not gonna get any, there's no one else to call. Literally in the area, there's no one else to call. There's nothing else to do. And I've more than proven my point. So, I guess we'll leave it at that.